Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Musings of Star Anish. We had a comment on the 100th episode, and also this that came in as a text to me. We were looking at me answering a question in the 100th episode, and this is the question. It's a pretty loaded one, it's quite long. It's sent in by Ram Gopal S, or as we call him, Ramji. What were your steps towards self employment? Did you have the financial stuff figured out? For someone working in a job that pays well but robs them of their time, how can one take some baby steps to be at a position where they can have control of their own time and also in a position where they have enough money to give them good experiences? Like I said, loaded question. This is the stuff that should be in my autobiography, but I want to start answering this little by little. Maybe not lay it down like a complete blueprint, but it's going to be out there. What were your steps towards self improvement? First thing is I burnt the boat. This is a very medieval conquistador kind of a metaphor where you reach a new land, new island, and then to explore or to settle down there, you have to burn the boats that you got there. And otherwise, you'll always be thinking that, oh, I can just leave this and go back. So you have to go all in. Otherwise, you're not going to have enough commitment to see this through. Did you have the financial stuff figured out? No, I did not. The whole plan was to go with the flow, uh, figure things out as I go along, because when you say financial stuff, there's always going to be two values attached to the money that you earn or money that you want. One is the intrinsic value, which is 100 rupees is equals to 100 candies of 1 rupee each. And there's also going to be the emotional value of you're making more money than your counterparts or your friends from school or your college or wherever else. So you got to really focus on the intrinsic part, understand that this much is enough for me and the rest is like mostly faff. But it's not something that you can completely let go. So really regulate the faff part, where if you think, see, people eat for emotional reasons also. If you've had a bad day, then you eat certain things. And then there's the whole nutritional value of food as well. So think about the food that you're going to eat just for the emotional values, and then really minimize that. And you don't really need all of that stuff yet. And if you take that out of the whole equation, then you will be making enough money to just move past your monthly bills, which is good to start with, because you're looking at foregoing gainful employment, as a lot of people call it. uh, but how do you start with this? The I went all in. I would also recommend going all in, but unless you figured out where you're going all in, uh, if you're going to just start something on the side, some little bit of freelance income and all of that, then you have to dedicate some time per day, like every single day, and start making stuff for yourself. I'll give you a very vague example. Let's say you want to become an artist and you want to start selling sketches or drawings or paintings of yours. Then what you do is start making sketches or drawings or paintings of yours on a daily basis, and then the next step would be to see if this thing sells. So start asking friends, hey, do you like this? If you like this, how much is it worth to you? Would you pay 500 for it, or would you pay 5,000 for it? And then also collect like second layer of feedback of saying, okay, if you say you're not going to pay 500 for it, what can I do to make you pay 5,000 for it? Do you want it in a bigger size, more quality, better paper, better pens, better pencils, whatever? So you got to do that research, and then start making those little changes to the artwork that you're creating, and then put it out there. But the best thing to do is to make sure you're working on this alternate craft of yours every single day. And and then it's going to start making you some money, because you've got the feedback, you adjusted your product or your service, and then you just go out. The internet is like a funky place to start selling these things. There's a lot of alternate ways to reach out to clients, and so you start selling it, start making enough money, and then one day you will realize that you don't need your regular job, and all you've been doing is spending about an hour on a daily basis to accomplish this. And when you have that freedom of, say, okay, you've made 20 artworks in 20 months, sorry, 20 days in a month, and you've sold each of them for 1,000 rupees each, then you have about 20,000 rupees, and you still haven't left your permanent job, so you have whatever salary that's coming in. Then that gives you the freedom of saying, I'm going to take the rest of the 10 days off in this month. Think about it, right? That's a great place to be, right? Start small, but consistent, and also look what the market wants. Don't be a super duper egomaniac and say that, hey, I'm going to give you just this, take it or leave it. It doesn't work like that. It used to work inside your head, but it will not work outside. Yeah, this is a long video. I hope that answers your question, Ramji, and follow up questions can come in on the comments. Yep, that's about it for today. So it's been a great Sunday, locked in and locked out and whatnot and whatnot. But see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks again, Ramji, for bringing up the question. I'm free to take more questions. This is like the last 20 minutes of my day before I hit the bed. So not even 20 minutes. I spent about 3 minutes making a video, and it's just like one shot of blabbering. But if you have questions where I have to like put some thought into it and give you like designated answers, then it might take 20 minutes. So before it goes off into 6 minutes and 10 seconds, I'm going to cut the video and be done with today's musing. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the question. I hope this answers your topic. Good night.